We appreciate the invitation to share with you the important work of the Office of Entrepreneurial Development. I'm Anoop Prakash, the Associate Administrator for the Office of Entrepreneurial Development. Now, our mission is to help entrepreneurs start, grow, and succeed by providing a nationwide network of resources, both for training and counseling, through a physical network of resource partners as well as through our online training resources. In fiscal year 2007, our portfolio of programs counseled and trained over 1.4 million entrepreneurs. And we serve our clients primarily through our three resource partners, the Small Business Development Centers, the Women's Business Centers, and the SCORE Network, who are all well represented with me here today on the panel. We also serve them through our Small Business Training Network, which is our online training platform. Today I would like to focus on the strategic direction our office has been taking over the past year and will continue to pursue through fiscal year 2008. We've been focused on three core areas to improve our program management and further impact economic development across the country. Our first area of focus is to accelerate delivery of SBA products and services into underserved markets. And agency activities in this area fall into three broad categories. First and foremost is improvement of entrepreneurial literacy and technical assistance in the inner cities. Our first pilot has been a collaboration between the New York SBA District Office, the New York Small Business Development Center, and New York SCORE chapters to deliver training and counseling to Operation Hope's Center in Harlem, New York. At last report, we are on pace to double the number of entrepreneurs counseled and trained in that community and hope to seed more collaborations in 2008. Our second area of focus for the underserved is to improve access to capital in underserved communities through improved lending processes and loan products. You've heard from my colleagues in the past about Rural Lender Advantage. That is just one example of the programs we're putting into place. And lastly, we have created an inner-city training program called the SBA Emerging 200. This program will provide intensive growth-oriented training to in-business emerging inner-city companies. The goal is sustained job creation by focusing on companies with the highest potential for growth in the most economically distressed communities. We currently have limited coverage in the inner city with our current partners and resources, and it's important that we work with the companies that are emerging in those areas. It's important to note that the Emerging 200 initiative is not duplicative of current ED programs because of the current coverage. Current programs serve entrepreneurs at every stage of business development. They also cover very large geographic areas statewide, and they reach out broadly to minority, women, and veteran entrepreneurs. The Emerging 200 initiative is targeted 200 inner-city companies with established revenue in business that have high potential to grow and create jobs in the communities that have lost the most jobs. Our second major area of improvement in ED is the quality of customer service for our grantees. We have completed two major projects in this area. First, we have re-engineered the Small Business Development Center financial exam process, and we've also streamlined the Women's Business Center operations and the program announcement. In both cases, we have received extremely positive feedback from the center directors and our clients and are committed to continuously improving in these areas. The goals across all of these continuous improvement activities is to make sure our compliance and risk management responsibilities are met, but we are taking a practical and proportionate approach in terms of, so we allow our grant recipients to spend more time doing what they do best, which is to serve entrepreneurs. Our third area of focus is to increase investment in our online assessment and training tools. As you might imagine, the increase in demand for online training and assessment tools has spiked dramatically. We are currently seeing about 1/4 of all clients coming through to SBA and through to our training and counseling programs coming online. And we would probably expect to see about 1/3 by the end of countdown. By the end of 2008, we'll probably see fully 1/3 of our training and counseling numbers coming through our training network or those of our partners that are online. The courses are available to anyone free of charge, and on average, we're seeing 1,200 entrepreneurs a day coming to our site and the training, and we're continuing to invest there. One additional area I would like to touch upon is our focused outreach to veterans. As a former Marine and veteran, I'm passionate about serving both past and present members of our armed forces and their families. ED Resource Partners do a tremendous job of reaching veterans through their counseling and training programs. One contributing factor to our resource partners' success is that several of our Veterans Business Outreach Centers are co-located with some of the larger state veteran populations and with our SBDC programs. Those are in Texas, New York, and Florida. Last year, ED and our resource partners served over 64,000 veterans, and 7,383 were service disabled. Chairman Schuler, it's a sincere privilege for me to be here and tell you about the important work and to work alongside such great professionals that I have here next to me who are working on behalf of America's entrepreneurs. Thank you, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.